evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bill Williamson Theater Hall and to tonight's performance of the complete works of William Shakespeare. Now, just a brief announcement before we start the show. The use of flash photography and recording of this show by any means, audio or video, is strictly prohibited by management. Also, please refrain from eating, drinking, or smoking anything during the performance. Should the theater experience a sudden loss of pressure, oxygen masks will drop from above. Simply place the mask over your nose and mouth and continue to breathe normally. There are exits located here, here, and here. And if you're attending the theater with a small child, make sure to place your own oxygen mask on first and let the little bugger fend for herself. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Warren Fairhurst, and tonight, my two partners and I are going to attempt to feat what we believe to be unprecedented in the history of theater. That is, to present in a single theatrical experience the magic, the genius, the towering grandeur of the complete works of William Shakespeare. Now, we have a lot to get through tonight, so allow me to take this time to introduce a gentleman who I believe to be one of CMR's preeminent Shakespearean scholars. He is currently a sophomore attending Mr. Comstock's English class, where I believe he has read 2 books, both much thinner than this one. He is here tonight to provide a brief preface to the complete works of William Shakespeare. So please join me in welcoming to the stage Mr. Malcolm Contreras.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. William Shakespeare, playwright, poet, actor, philosopher, a man whose creative and literary genius has had an immeasurably profound amount of influence upon the entire culture and consciousness of the entire English-speaking world. And yet, how much do we inhabitants of the 21st century truly know and appreciate the tremendous body of work contained in this single volume? Too little, I would argue. I believe I can illustrate this point by conducting a brief poll here among our audience. And Bob, may I have some house lights, please? Thank you. Now, you all are a theater-going audience, no doubt, above average cultural and literary awareness. And if I may just have a show of hands, how many of you here have ever seen or read a play by William Shakespeare? Any contact with Bard? No. Okay, I think they might know the music, so running is fine. No. The bishop runs. They don't know Shakespeare can shine over. Just keep going. What?
Narrow it down.
Let's see if we can narrow it down, shall we? How many of you here have ever seen or read, let's say, All's Well That Ends Well? Yeah, it seems to be separating the wheat from the chaff rather nicely. Now, let's see if we can find out who our true Shakespearean scholar champs are here tonight. How many of you here have ever read or seen, say, King John? You have. Really? Would you mind telling us all what it's about? It's about lunch. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, you laugh, Mr. Gentleman, you scoff. But he, among you who is free from sin, live in a glass house. That face, ladies and gentlemen, represents all your faces. This empty brain represents your empty brain. These glazed eyes, your glazed eyes, these teeth are your teeth. And they cry out, floss me. For I submit to you that our society's collective capacity to comprehend, much less attain the genius of William Shakespeare has insisted on it shrunken by sitcoms, sodomized by soap operas, and reamed by MTV's 16 and Pregnant. But have no fear. Your intellectual salvation is here.
Sing it, brother.
We descend among you on a mission from God and literary muse to spread the holy word of the bard to the masses.
Amen.
To help you take this first long step out of the 21st century quagmire of Fox News. Fox News.
Oh, Bard is good.
And
all the time.
And into the future, a glorious future, where many a manly men will paint tents with pride. A future where this book is found in every single hotel room in the world. That is my dream, ladies and gentlemen. And it begins here tonight. Join us in taking those first steps down the path towards a brave new world of intellectual redemption by opening your heart Yes, please, open your heart and your pocketbooks, or simply charge your MasterCard or Visa to 976 bar. Give us cash if we be friends, deducting when the tax year ends. On with the show. May the bar be with you. Thank you, and hallelujah.
Now, those of you who own a copy of this book know no collection is complete without a brief biography of the life of William Shakespeare. Here tonight to provide the biography of the life of William Shakespeare is the third member of our troupe. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Mr. Aiden Evans.
They go.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
As you can see, I'm not a member of the audience. I've completely fooled all of you. Well, I've just been taking a few notes on Shakespeare's life, so you can know all the stuff he did and everything, and we can get the show off to a good start.
Then just get on with it.
William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was born in 1564 in the town of Stratford-upon-Avon, Warwickshire. The third of 8 children, he is the eldest of John Shakespeare, a locally prominent merchant, and Mary Arden, daughter of a Roman Catholic member of the landed gentry. In 1582, he married Anne Hathaway, a farmer's daughter. Farmer's daughter?
No.
He is supposed to have left Stratford after he was caught poaching in a deer park on a local justice of the peace. Shakespeare arrived in London in 1588. By 1592, he achieved success as a playwright and actor. After 1608, his dramatic production lessened, and he went back to Stratford he went back to Stratford, and there he dictated to his secretary Rudolf Hess the work Mein Kampf, in which he set forth his plan for doing After reoccupying the Rhineland zone between France and Germany and annexing Austria, the Sudetenland, and Czechoslovakia, Shakespeare invaded Poland September 1st. I never knew that before. Shakespeare remained in Berlin when the Russians entered the city, and he committed suicide with his mistress, Ava Braun. He lies buried at the church at Stratford. Thank you.
So we are now proud to present the complete works of William Shakespeare, Abridged.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. One man in his time plays many parts. How true. Ladies and gentlemen, where better to begin our exploration of the greatest of all English playwrights than in Verona, Italy, with his most beloved play, Romeo and Juliet. Of course, it would be impossible to portray all the major roles in Romeo and Juliet with just 3 actors. That's why we're using 2. That's right, Aiden and Lauren will be attempting to portray all the major roles in Romeo and Juliet while I fill in with bits of narration. After extensive textual research, we have decided to begin our abbreviated version of Romeo and Juliet with the prologue. 2 households, both alike in dignity, fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge, break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these 2 foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their lives. Whose this adventurous, piteous o'erthrows do with their death bury their parents' strife. Thank you. Act 1. In the street meet 2 men, tall and handsome. One Benvolio, the other named Samson. Their hatred fueled by an ancient feud. For one serves Capulet, the other Montague. Got it.
I have
Oh, but I try to such she rises, certainly in the board. Ooh, it's in my head, that's right now, I'm gonna kill him. Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
No, sir, I do not bite my thumb.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
No, sir, I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. I do bite my thumb. Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
But if you do, sir, I am for you, for I serve a man as good as he is.
No better?
Yes, better.
You lie! Why, I ought
Rebellious subjects, enemies of peace.
Oh, it's the prince! Sorry, the character formerly known as Prince.
Is it really too late? Profaners of the neighbor's state steal. You, Captain, go along with me. And Romeo, come in this afternoon to our farther pleasure in this case.
Oh, where's Romeo? Saw you here today? Right glad I am he was not at this fray. But see, he comes. Romeo, he cried. I'll know his grievance or be much denied. Good morrow comes.
Ah, is the day so young?
But noon struck 9.
Ay, me, sad hours seem long.
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them seem short.
In love,
Out!
out of love.
Out for favor, for I'm in love.
Alas, that love, so gentle in his view, should be so rough and tyrannous in proof.
Alas, that love whose view is muffled still, should without eyes see pathways to his will.
Oh! Go ye to the feast of Capulet, the sons of fair Rosaline whom thou so lovest, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither and compare her face with some that I shall show, and I shall make thee think thy swan, a crow, could come.
I'll go along, not a sight to be shown, but to rejoice in the splendor my own.
So much for Act 1. Now to the feast of the Capulets, where Romeo is doomed to meet his Juliet, and in a scene of timeless romance, he'll try to get in Juliet's pants.
Oh, she doth teach the torches burn bright. Do my heart love to melt, and swear its life I ne'er shall to beat to this night.
He's talking about me.
Shall I profane and find worthiest kind this holy shrine, a gentle fine as this? My lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do rub your hands too much, which better leave the motion chosen this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have my saints' lips and holy palmers too?
I, pilgrim, lips they must use in prayer.
Oh, then do say that lips do what hands do.
Saints do not move, but pray for prayer's sake.
They move not, nor prayer's effect I
Then
take.
from the lips of sin they have come.
Sin from my lips. Oh, trespass with the herbs, give my sin gain.
I don't want to kiss you, hey.
Script. Oh.
You kissed my book, honey, mother.
Is she a Capulet? Aye, so I fear. The more is my What are you doing?
Well,
Oh, right. But soft will light beyond the window brings.
oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. I know what you're looking at, buddy. Yeah, the book. Or if thou wilt not be but sworn by love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet. What's in a name anyway? That which we call a nose by any other name would still spell. Oh, Romeo. Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Doth thy name which no part of thee take all myself.
I take thee thy word. Call me but love, and must be new baptized. Henceforth I shall never be Romeo.
What did you just say?
Call me but love, and must be new baptized. Henceforth I...
Call you butt love?
Henceforth I shall never be Romeo.
You're butt love.
I shall
Butt love.
shall never be Romeo.
What a man art thou? Art thou not Romeo and a
Montague.
Neither, fair maid, if either be disliked.
Dost thou love me then? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. O Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully.
Lady, the omnibus, you move.
I swear not by the moon.
What shall I swear by? Which one?
Is there far left?
The guy or the girl?
No.
This one. Lady, the omnibus, virgin, I swear.
I don't think so. No, do not swear, Mel, although I have joy in thee. I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too sudden, too unadvised, too like the lightning, ere one can say it lightens. Sweet, good night. Sweet, good night. Yo, Butler, over here.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vows for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it. Whoa! Second date, sweetie. No, do not, three words then, Romeo, and a good night indeed. If that I beg to love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send word tomorrow, one, two, three. Good night, parting is such sweet sorrow. Bye, my love.
Sleep well upon thy eyes and peace in thy breast. Oh, that I were sleep and peace, so sweet to rest.
Lo, Romeo did swoon with love. Like Cupid, he'd been crippled. And Juliet had a loathsome cuss, whose loathsome name was Tybalt.
Romeo, the law I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain, therefore turn in draw.
Tybalt, I do protest never injured thee, but loved thee more than thou canst devise.
Thou wretched boy, I implore you.
What?
Oh, I am slain.
You skipped over all of this.
I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Go here.
There.
Yeah, you sure? Of course I'm sure.
Okay.
Moving right along. Tybalt's death onwards, the lovers are cursed, despite the best efforts from friar and nurse. Their fate pursues them, they can't seem to duck it, and at the end of Act 5, they both kick the bucket.
Gallop apace, fire, but it seems that we cloudy night immediately. Come, silver night, come, Romeo, thou day and night. Come, loving, come, gentle black brown night. Oh, night. Come. I didn't write it. And bring me my Romeo. Oh, it is my nurse. No nurse for boobies.
Oh!
No nurse, what news?
Oh, like the day's gone, he's killed, he's dead.
Can I have a piece of
Romeo, whoever would have thought it? Romeo.
What devil art thou to torment me thus? This torture should be roared in dismal hell. Hath Romeo slain himself?
I saw the word, I saw with my own eyes. God save the mark. Here in his manly breast.
Oh God, is Tybalt slain and Romeo slaughtered? My dearest cousin and my dearest lord?
No.
Drunken sound the general
No, Juliet, no. Tybalt is slain and Romeo banished. Romeo is slain, Tybalt is banished.
Oh God, did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
Black the day, it did. Thank you. Fire, and with the Sitilla Gora, took that off, I'm president of all events, and I called it a drowsy humor.
Ooh, I feel a cold and a drowsy humor running through my veins.
Don't it so?
Hey, this feels kind of nice. Uh-oh, here it comes.
Oh no, my love, my wife! Oh, death to have sucked the honey of thy breath, that's what power yet come to that beauty. Oh, Juliet, why art thou yet so fair?
I don't know, just like you, yes.
Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous and leave thee here in the dark to be his paramour? Here's to my love. Oh, true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus with a kiss, I die. Oh, thus with a kiss, I die.
Oh, good morning. Where is my love? Cup closed in my true love's hand. Poison I see had thinnest time to send. Oh, churl, let no friendly drop to help me after. Then I shall be free. Oh, happy dagger, this is thy shape. That's Romeo, hurry up. There rust, and let me die. The end.
Evermore! A booming piece this morning which brings the sun for sorrow shall not show its head. Go forth and talk more of these sad things, for some shall be pardoned and some punished yet. For never is there a story more than this of Juliet and her Romeo. And Romeo and Juliet parted.
Thank you, farewell. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting this unprecedented complete work show, we've all encountered a slight problem. That is, how do you make these musty, 400-year-old plays accessible to a modern audience? One popular trend is to transpose Shakespeare's works into modern settings. We've seen evidence of this with Shakespeare's plays taking place in such bizarre locations as the lunar landscape, Nazi concentration camps, Miami, Romeo and Juliet that one time. And Great Falls High, especially. So, in this vein, Malcolm has traced the roots of Shakespeare's symbolism in the context of a pre-Nietzsche society through the totality of the Jejune circular relationship of form, contrasted with the complete otherness of metaphysical cosmologies and the ethical moray entrenched in the collective subconscious of the agrarian race. Oh, thank you. So, we'll now present Shakespeare's first tragedy, Titus Andronicus, as a cooking show.
Don't walk anywhere. It's probably not a good idea. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, gourmets. I'm your host, Titus Andronicus. Now, when you've had a long day, your right hand chopped off, your son's murdered, your daughter raped, her tongue cut out, both her hands chopped off, well, cook. Unless, of course, you took the rapist and served him to his mother at a dinner party. My daughter Lavinia and I will show you how. Good evening, Lavinia.
Good evening, Dada.
And how will we feeling tonight? I know it's a piss, and we'll get our revenge, won't we? Now, heart villain, I will grind your bones to dust, and of the dust, I will make the paste. Of your blood, I will make the paste, and of the paste, the coffin I will rear, and make a pasture of your shameful head. Come, Lavinia, receive the blood. Now, we want to make a nice clean cut from the carotid artery to the jugular vein, like so.
That's really blood, Dada.
Be sure to use a big bowl for this, because the human body is about 4 quarts blood in it. When that he is dead, what should be right about. Now, let me go grind these bones to a powder so small, and with this hateful liquor, temper it, and let his vile head be bathed at about 350 degrees. And 40 minutes later, you have this lovely human head pie, which I prepared earlier, with serving suggestions. Lady fingers for dessert. That will be the first to try this delicious pastry. Welcome, gracious Lord. Welcome, dread Queen. Will it please you eat? Will it please you feed? It's finger licking good. Well, looks like we're just about out of time, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to watch next week when our special guest chef, Timon of Athens, will show us how to make a ratatouille out of our special guest, the Merry Wives of Windsor. Until then, bon appetit!
I don't know that he was too offended by Titus Andronicus. Shakespeare, as an early writer, seemed to have gone through a brief blood and guts period. No doubt if he were alive and in Hollywood right now, he'd be working on Titus Andronicus 9, Just Desserts. So we will now move on to present Shakespeare's dark and brooding tragedy and explore its genius in Othello, the Moor of Venice.
Speak of me as I am. Let nothing extenuate with one who loves not wisely, but too well. For ne'er was there a story of more woe than this of Othello and his Desdemona. No. Oh, Desi!
Bob, could you lights, please? Ladies and gentlemen, we left Aiden on his own to research this play. He must have looked up more in the dictionary and noticed the place where he tied up clothes.
Which, in this context, is absolutely pea-brain. In the 16th century, the word Moor referred to a person of African descent.
Oh, I feel like such a dork.
You are, my friend.
Yeah.
Now, we obviously have a bit of a problem performing Othello, being that we're not,
I mean, I'm mostly German.
why, could be black, so and
basically,
we're honkies, basically is what we are. So, due to physical limitations, we are unable to perform Othello more than
No, you guys.
No, wait.
We can still perform Othello.
No.
Even though we're white, I have an idea. It's better than the blokes.
It better be a good one.
Just kind of join in. Here's the story of a brother by the name of Othello. He liked white women and he liked green jello.
Rhymes, I like rhymes, sorry. And a punk named Iago who made himself a menace because he didn't like Othello, Moor of Venice.
And Othello got married to Desdemona.
He took off all the wars and he left her alone.
Was a Mona?
A grown-up.
He left her alone.
He didn't write a letter and he didn't telephone him.
Hey!
Now, Othello loved things like a donuts of Venus.
Doesn't love Othello because he had a big sword.
But Iago had a plan that was clever and slick. He was crafty, he was sly.
He's kind of a penis.
You say, I'm gonna shaft the Moor.
How are you gonna do it?
Tell me all I know is tragic love, that is too damn tough. I neither do, I need it, don't I need kind of a schmo.
So we find a chump sucker by the name of Cassio.
And he bites on his Desdemona's handkerchief.
So Othello goes to wonder just maybe if, while he been out fighting, commanding an army.
Cass and Desi playing hide the salami. Salami.
So he comes back home, stuck a pillow in her face.
Kills her so twice, it's bad as disgrace.
But there's Amelia at the door.
Back four.
You're thinking a big dummy. She worked no horse, she was pure.
Clean, virginal too. So why'd you have to go
and moved to Beverly
Hills, that is. Africa.
Why don't we take a break from all this heavy tragedy and move on to the comedies for a while?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, comedies.
Comics? Now, when it came to the comedy, Shakespeare is a genius at borrowing and adapting different theatrical plot devices from other cultures.
That's right. These influences include the Roman plays of Plautus and Terence and Ovid's Metamorphoses, which are hysterically funny, and the rich Italian tradition of commedia dell'arte.
Yeah, basically Shakespeare stole everything he ever wrote.
Stole is kind of just strong, distilled maybe.
Well, then he distilled the 3 or 4 funniest gimmicks of his time and milked them into 16 plays.
Essentially, Shakespeare is a formula writer. Once you find a device that worked, use it
Over and over and over again.
So, Mr. Shakespeare, the question we have for you is this. Why did you write 16 comedies when you could have just written one?
In response to this question, we have taken the liberty of condensing all 16 of Shakespeare's plays into one single comedy entitled The Comedy of Two Well-Measured Gentlemen Lost in the Merry Wives of Venice on a Midsummer's Twelfth Night in Winter.
Or,
Cymbeline, Timmy, Pericles, and Merchant, and the Tempest of Love as much as you like it for nothing.
or,
The Walking Dead Goes to Verona.
comedy?
Comedies. Act 1. A Spanish duke twice built celibacy and turns over the rule of his kingdom to his tyrannical and sadistic twin brother. He learns some fantastical feats of magic and sets out for the golden age of Greece, along with his daughters, 3 sets of beautiful and identical virgins. While rounding the heel of Italy, the duke's ship is caught in a terrible tempest which, in its fury, cast Duke up onto a desert island, along with the loveliest and most virginal of his daughters. This vision of loveliness stumbles through a dark tale which is molested by an inhuman green monster.
Act 2. The long-lost children of the Duke's brother, also coincidentally 3 sets of identical twins, have just arrived in Italy. Though still possessed of an inner nobility, they are ragged, destitute, penniless, flea-infested shadows of the men they once were, and in the utmost extremity are forced to borrow money from an old Jew who deceives them into putting down with brains as collateral on the loan. Meanwhile, the 6 brothers fall in love with 6 Italian sisters, 3 of whom are contentious, sharp-tongued little shrews, while the other 3 are air-headed, submissive little bimbos.
Act 3. The shipwrecked identical daughters of the Duke wash upon the shores of Italy, disguise themselves as men, become matchmakers for the Duke's brother's sons. They lead all the lovers to a nearby forest where, on a midsummer's night, a bunch of mischievous fairies squeeze the African juice of a hermaphroditic flower into the shrews' eyes, causing them to fall in love with their pages, who in turn have fallen in love with the Duke's brother's sons. While the Queen of the Fairies is a jackass, and they all have a lovely bisexual amorous orgy.
Act 4.
The elderly father of the Italian sisters, finding their daughters missing, dispatched messages to the pages, ordering them to kill any man in the vicinity.
However, unable to find the men in force, the faithful messengers, in a misguided act of loyalty, deliver the messages to each other and kill themselves.
Meanwhile, the fish creature and the Duke arrive in the forest, disguised as Russians, and for no apparent reason perform a 2-man underwater version of Uncle Bunny.
Act 5. The Duke commands fairies to right their wrong.
The pages and the bimbos get into a knockdown drag-out fight in the mud.
During which the page's clothes are ripped off, revealing female genitalia.
The Duke recognizes his daughters.
The Duke's brother's sons recognize their uncle.
The magician turns the monster into a nude.
And they all get married and go out to dinner.
Except for a minor character in Act 2 who gets eaten by a bear, and the Duke's brother's sons who, unable to pay back the old Jew, give themselves lobotomies. And they all live happily ever after. We're now taking a break from Shakespeare's comedies because we pretty much figured out that the comedies aren't half as funny as the tragedies. Take, for example, Shakespeare's Scottish play.
Don't say.
I'm sorry, I forgot. You're really not supposed to talk about the theater unless you're performing it because it's cursed.
Fortunately, however, we're not only performing an abbreviated version of Macbeth.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, it's fine.
But after much thorough research, we'll be able to do so in perfect Scottish accents. Double, tire and trouble.
Stay ye perfect, me speaker, me Calamine McMore!
Macbeth! Beware, Macduff! For none of them boys will harm Macbeth. The
find that insane. Don't you know?
Oh, that's dead great! The McOne, McNeed, McI, McFinn, or McDuff! See, you didn't know that I was from my mother's womb until the rift. What do you think about that? I didn't like it. Lay on you great heavy spirits. Huh? Macbeth, you murdered my wife. You killed my babies. You did a job in my stew. I didn't mean. All right, then. I can go happen to win. Behold where lies the usurper's curse in him. Macbeth, your nurse is out the windy. And no, there ne'er was a story of more blood and death than this, Mr. and Mrs. Macbeth. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Julius Caesar was a much beloved tyrant.
All hail Julius Caesar!
Hail, citizen!
Who was born by a soothsayer.
Beware the Ides of March!
The great Caesar, however, chose to ignore the warning.
What the hell are the Ides of March?
The 15th of March.
Well, that's today! Et tu, Brute!
Friends, Roman, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar. So bury him, and let's get on with my play. Antony
And Cleopatra! Is this an asp I see before me? Uh-oh!
With the bizarre notion all Shakespeare's tragic heroines were really ugly pigs and vomit on people before they die.
Well, don't they?
No, Antony and Cleopatra is not some Pepto-Bismol commercial. It's a romantic thriller about the power struggle between Egypt and Rome.
Oh, it's one of Shakespeare's geopolitical works? If I wrote that, I'd never mess around with it. Because Shakespeare's geopolitical work is my favorite stuff. It's like the things he wrote about 400 years ago are still relevant today. Like, what's the one he wrote about how nuclear energy affected the Soviet Union?
Shakespeare never wrote anything about the Soviet Union.
Yeah, you totally did. And it was intense. It's called Chernobyl Kinsman. It's about a nuclear reactor that melts down and pollutes the air and water of all the neighboring kingdoms. Even though the king of Chernobyl denies it ever happened, even though his peasants are like growing second heads and stuff. And then, in the second act, a radioactive cloud floats over to the new world and creates a new genetically mutated race of TV evangelists.
And Shakespeare never wrote anything about the Chernobyl crisis.
Chernobyl Kinsman.
No,
What I just
Aiden never wrote a play. Shakespeare never wrote a play called Chernobyl Kinsman. Shut up.
Chernobyl.
No, it's not Chernobyl Kinsman. It's two Noble Kinsmen.
Say it with me. One, two.
Sure.
One,
Sure.
Two Noble Kinsmen.
What's Chernobyl Kinsman
It's
about?
about a girl who goes insane with fear that her boyfriend is going to be eaten by wolves and her father hanged.
Is there anything about it with Vladimir Putin?
No.
I've never even heard of that
I'm
before.
not surprised you haven't heard of it. I mean, look. Sorry. Doesn't matter. Actually, I should explain. Two Noble Kinsmen actually falls into the subcategory of Shakespeare's plays, which scholars refer to as the Apocrypha, or in some scholarly circles, the obscure plays, or the lesser plays, or simply put, the bad plays. And yet, not all of the Apocrypha are completely without merit. In fact, one of them, Troilus Cressida, is hardly crap at all. I actually discussed it in some length in my soon-released book about Shakespeare titled I Love My Willie, which I'd love to whip out for you right now.
Wheels on the bus go round.
Okay, the manuscript. I was thinking we could do sort of an improvised version of Troilus Cressida based on this chapter.
Yeah, we could do some kind of interpretive dance performance art version.
I love performance art. It's so...
inches.
Oh.
And we can use royalty press as a jumping off point to explore deeper themes like the transient nature of life or the mythology behind the arising anticipation of forms.
Exactly. Go get some props.
No, guys. I think it's more of a straightforward scholarly approach.
Nah, screw that.
Troilus and Cressida was written in 1603, published in Quarto in 1604. Although this version is some 166 lines longer than the second Quarto edition of 1645, which is some 166 lines longer. Now, this version is quite...
Oh, I'm not gonna kiss you. Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, has nothing to do with Princess and the Frog. It discusses the possibility that Shakespeare's play was written by a monkey at a typewriter. I think it's groundbreaking work, and we should really talk
Is there
about
anything there about the plot?
Plot?
Yeah.
Of course.
Do you?
Yeah, kind of scholarly thing, go ahead. I'm sorry, you're being rude. I covered the plot in a subtext on page 29. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so, Troilus, son of Priam, king of Troy.
Alright, you be Troy, and you be the king.
Alright, loves Cressida.
I'll go get the wig.
Has arranged with her uncle Pandarus for a meeting. Although she feigns indifference, she is attracted to him.
I have to make it different!
Yeah! Meanwhile, the Greek commander Agamemnon has surrounded the Trojans and is ready to...
Agamemnon, not for this is boring. Jeez. See, listen, Agamemnon's the kind of stuff the kids hate to study in school because it's so freaking boring.
Yeah, but as soon as you said Agamemnon, I was asleep. No, I'm sorry. I talked to these two backstage, and I promised that I will not perform dry, boring, vomitless Shakespeare for these people. Because it'll just turn you off to Shakespeare. That's what happened to me. When I was sitting there in English class when we were supposed to be learning about Shakespeare, I would just look out the window and see all of the kids playing ball, and I just think to myself, why can't this Shakespeare stuff be more like sports?
Sports.
How do you mean?
Well, sports are physical. Take the histories, for example. The queens and kings killing each other up, passing the throne from one generation to the next. It's exactly like football, but with a crown.
Yeah, they are kind of similar, aren't they?
Yeah, you've got a point. All right, line up. Let's kick some royal ass. 25, 42, Bridge the Third, Henry the Sixth, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3,
And the throne is now to Richard II, a well-spoken 14th century monarch. He's fading back to class with an area downfield, but there's a heavy rush from King John.
the girl six downward.
The throne is in the air, and Henry VI comes up with it.
Victory is mine!
Place it immediately like King John, the reformed player for the 12th century. Ooh, he's killing out there. You gotta believe it's the beginning of the War of the Roses cycle.
King John is in the clear. My soul has elbow room. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20. He's poised at the 10-yard line. Looks like he's out of the game. Replacing him now is number 72, King Lear.
If I be our king of Italy, or here, you go law.
Penalty marker is down. Fictional character on the field. Lear is disqualified, and he's not happy about it. Lining up now is that bottom 17 of Prince Allen Henry IV. Center stands to the quarterback. The quarterback gives it to the hunchback. It looks like Richard III's limp is giving him trouble.
A horse, a horse. My kingdom for a horse.
There's a pileup on the field.
Bumble! He's a 20, he's a 15, he's a 10, he's a 5 slice head.
Booyah!
Touchdown! Oh my, yeah, but it's the beginning of the Tudor dynasty. is the one.
Yeah, Macbeth did the Scottish accents. There was in the football game. What about Antony Cleopatra?
Yeah, I vomited on that dude right there.
Oh, we got Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet, we did. Time of Athens, I mentioned. What about Coriolanus? I don't want to do that one.
Wow, what's wrong with it?
I don't like the anus part of it. I think it's offensive.
Okay,
so
so-
we skip the anus part. Okay.
Oh no.
Hamlet. How could we forget Hamlet? Shakespeare didn't write Hamlet, did he? Of course Shakespeare wrote Hamlet. I thought it was a Mel Gibson movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, 36th place down, one to go, perhaps the greatest play written in the English language, a play of such heavy poetic.
No. Hamlet is a very big, very emotional play, and I'm just not up for it right now.
Come on, what do you mean? It's the last one. We've done 36 already.
Well, the history football game just left me emotionally and physically drained, and I just don't think I can do it justice.
Aiden, our show's called The Complete Works of William Shakespeare. They're complete.
Okay. We don't do it.